All right. Good morning, bro. Good morning, man. It's 11. I'm waiting for my mom to come home with the groceries so I can help her. And so I was like, let's just yap. Let's get a yap session in, bro. I actually don't have a thumbnail ready, so I gotta freaking make that after this. But yesterday, I posted this. There is no Mihawk agenda, and I'm correct. There is no Mihawk agenda. Saying the world's strongest swordsman. Saying the world's strongest. Basically, I'm saying what this is, right? Saying the world's strongest swordsman is the world's strongest swordsman is an agenda. It's just not, all right? I don't think people would say it's agenda to say that Roger is the pirate king. Is that agenda? No, it's not. All right, so we're just gonna go through replies. Just gonna search through these replies and reply accordingly. Actually, I should probably pull up some. I should probably pull up like TCB. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know. I don't know One Piece like JJK, so pulling up TCB really doesn't matter. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, so yeah, let's look at these replies. The agenda is not that Mihawk is the strongest swordsman. It's about how low a bar the strongest swordsman really is. There is no low bar, bro. I think the reason why this is like a continued argument is because, look, I will be real, right? Actually, this is one time that this might come in clutch, but I don't remember which chapter that was. I'd say it might be. Damn. I don't know. I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna. Hello? Bro. Oh, this is at the end of the freaking arc. What the heck? Why is it taking so long, chat? I'm looking for that one like double spread with. Oh, it's this one right here actually. Boom, found it. All right, so let's wait for this to load real quick. So the fact that Mihawk isn't here is definitely like a big thing for me personally, right? But I still think Mihawk is like freaking. He's top 3, in the verse. Top 2 actually. I think he's top 2 in the verse and yada yada. But he's not here, right? And it puts into question like how important he is to the story, because like, look. I do agree that he doesn't need to be super important to be strong. But at the same time, like, if he was freaking top 1 in the verse, bro, you think he wouldn't be on, like, the most important characters list, right? So, it's pretty... It's pretty funny in that case, but that's, like, literally the only thing you could say against it. The Shanks thing, Shanks over Mihawk thing just makes no sense to me, right? Because Shanks hasn't shown anything other than being a swordsman, right? Uses his swords with Haki. We haven't seen Haki used as an attack for real, right? It's just used as how we've always seen it, right? A freaking burst of Haki and then people pass out, or people, just like what happens in the next chapter, people get out of their awakening forms and stuff like that, right? Right here. That's not an attack, bro. That's literally like just a burst of Haki. You know what I mean? So Haki is not this subsection of the power system. Haki is not like you can make Haki swords. You know what I mean? It's an amplifier. It's like curse energy, bro. You don't call anyone a curse energy man, right? If someone's a swordsman, just like Ogi, if y'all remember Ogi. Oh wait, no, Ogi's not a swordsman. What the hell? But he uses a sword, right? And say if he was in One Piece, and yeah, it's an amplifier. And so like, yeah, I just don't understand that. There's a reason Mihawk was lurking. Whatever. Guys, it's okay if your favorite character is weaker than another character. Man. Okay, let's just get to the real comments because I've seen some BS. Okay, let's get to it. Where is it? Strongest swordsman who never defeated any strong swordsman. Yeah, so this part of the agenda is like, okay, there's two sides to the Mihawk agenda, right? There's two sides to the anti-Mihawk agenda, right? There's one where it's like, okay, they acknowledge that Mihawk is super strong, but they might think that Shanks is stronger, right? Which is dumb in itself. But there's also people who think that Mihawk isn't strong at all. His fraud is his fraud. His title is fraudulent, right? And like Shanks is just like multiple tiers above him and all this BS. And it's like, okay, for the second side of the people, do you guys think that Zoro's dream is like a plot hole? Do you think Zoro's like chasing some BS? Do you think Oda, the author of One Piece, is having Zoro, the second Straw Hat, the second most important Straw Hat on the crew, chase a dream that doesn't really exist? Like, how stupid can you be? Like, I know it sounds harsh, but how stupid can you be, bro? This is just genuine dumbassery, bro. Like, the other side is stupid, right? The Shanks is a swordsman or Shanks is just stronger. That, actually, no. Shanks being stronger as a swordsman goes into the second side as well, actually, right? Because, again, it's just saying that Shanks is a swordsman and he's stronger than Mihawk, and so Mihawk isn't the strongest swordsman, so Zoro is chasing the wrong strongest swordsman. It's very dumb. It's very stupid, okay? And then when you actually ask them, oh, do you actually want Zoro's dream to mean nothing for your agenda? It's like, you know what I mean? So I hope it's just agenda, because there's a difference between agenda and actual, opinions from people, right? I made a video yesterday about Sukuna and the Binding Vows. Some people say it as a meme, but some people genuinely believe that he's a Binding Vow merchant, and it's hilarious to me, right? This second side is just like, it's just absolute dumbassery to me, bro. It's just ridiculous. But the first side, I'm trying to remember what the first side was actually. Oh, the first side is that Shanks isn't a swordsman, and that doesn't make sense at all, but it's way less dumb than the second side, right? So, let's see. I think he only got that title after Shanks lost an arm. That's not really on either side of the spectrum, but like, this is still a weird comment. I'm not gonna say it's a stupid comment, because he's not saying that Mihawk's weaker, right? But he's really downplaying the title itself. It's hilarious. But I was like, bro, so he got weaker because he lost an arm, but quadrupled his bounty and became a Yonko? And I'm pretty sure it was stated in a data book that he didn't lose any strength. So it's like, are we serious? He lost his title as world's greatest swordsman when the Seven Warlord system was abolished. After that, they were only introducing him as Dragon Mihawk, not the world's greatest swordsman. So it's just a made-up title by the world government. So this is what I was talking about. This is the dumbass shit I'm talking about, bro. Damn, I gotta chill out. I'm sorry, but this is the second side that I was talking about. These guys genuinely believe that Oda. Oh wow, bro. It's just absolute dumbassery. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Mihawk lost his title, bro. So Zoro's dream means absolutely nothing, right? Luffy's dream means absolutely nothing. How fucking retarded, bro. Oh my gosh. You mean the title? Whatever, bro. Yeah, the same Navy who thinks he's under Buggy. Well, from the last chapter of One Piece, if your Haki isn't strong enough, you won't do any damage to your opponent. We all know who has the strongest Haki so far, my boy Shanks, so Mihawk can keep his swordsman title. Shanks violates when it comes to Haki. And I asked this guy, like, Why does he violate when it comes to Haki? And he never replied to me. Maybe he like missed it, but there is no basis for this. There is no basis for this assumption. There is no basis. He's just saying that to say it. Bro, if you acknowledge that Haki is part of swordsmanship, which it definitely is, right? The only flashback we have, bro, this is like the craziest thing for me, right? Guys, what was the only flashback we got for Zoro training with Mihawk? I'm pretty sure it was the only flashback we got. Someone tell me. The only flashback we got was Mihawk teaching him Haki, bro. Oh my, like that blows my mind. It literally blows my mind, bro. The only flashback we got of Zoro training with Mihawk under swordsmanship is him teaching him Haki. And these guys are telling me that Haki isn't part of swordsmanship. And then they're telling me that Shanks has greater swordsmanship than Mihawk, but Mihawk is a greater swordsman. Do you guys see how that doesn't make sense? To be the stronger swordsman, you have to have stronger Haki. You have to have stronger force behind your attacks. Why do you think Zoro was like, I'm gonna become the king of hell. I'm gonna become the world's greatest swordsman after he unlocked Advanced Conqueror's Haki? Chapter 1035. Actually 1036, but 1035 is when he fought King. But at the end of this, until the day I beat him to become the greatest swordsman. What the hell are we talking about? Is this skill? This is skill? And then we see Rox and Roger fighting against each other using just straight Haki. That's not skill. That's not swordsman skill. That's freaking stupid. That's dumb. That's just really dumb, bro. Oh my gosh. Chat. My boy Shanks. So Mihawk can keep his swordsman title. Shanks violates when it comes to Haki. What are we talking about? What are we actually talking about? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta make that video. I need to figure out how to structure it, because it's like Mihawk versus Shanks is a deep conversation. It's too deep. It's like, it's beyond everything, bro. It's so much layers to it. And now, like, I need to figure out a way to structure it correctly so that I can explain it as a whole. I feel like it would be like 40 minutes. Which would be very annoying to edit, but, you know. Let's just see if there's anything. It says, this got to be the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Title merchant arguers pushing for the title yet trying to put Mihawk over world's strongest man is hilarious. I'll keep crying because Shanks has been and always will be portrayed better than Mihawk, with more story impact and better feats. All right, so that's another side of not another side, but that's another part of the Mihawk thing. And it's a title thing, right? For other people, I don't know how they argue about it, but me personally, I couldn't care less about the title, bro, because it's stated in a data book that he's the strongest swordsman in title and reality. Bro, Mihawk literally, I couldn't care less about the title. I couldn't care less. It's stated that it's in reality. All right? So with that being said, I've always thought that Whitebeard on his meds was still the strongest swordsman. I mean, was still the strongest in the world, right? Because I don't think old people, like, I don't think old people really lose their strength. I'm still of the opinion of that. And it's literally stated that Whitebeard's still the strongest man when he's on meds, but then he eventually gets off meds and then, like, he keeps deteriorating and stuff like that. So I couldn't care less about the titles. I really couldn't care less. All right. It's stated that it's in title and reality. I couldn't care less. All right. I obviously put this because this is like the ends of story. But if you're not a YouTuber, you probably don't even know about the Viver cards, right? But it is stated. Couldn't care less about the freaking title, bro. And it's like it's just so, ugh, you know, ugh. What are these guys doing, man? Man, the anti-Mihawk agenda, bro. Just straight dumbassery, bro. I have nothing else to say, honestly. I'm just pissed off right now. Yo, actually, I just noticed this, guys. Look, he got the buckles on his shoe, on his like. Yo, bro, I just noticed this from Demon Slayer. Bro, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Bro, that's, I know we're getting off track, but like, bro, look at this. Look at this, chat. Hold on. We can go to like we can go to Sonomy. I remember Sonomy, like, he's the one that I noticed it on. But everybody has it. Let me see. That's so hilarious, bro. So is that like an actual like decor for swordsman? Look, chat. You see that? Everyone here has it. Hold on. If you can get to, yeah, you see Sonomy has it, and then oh, what the hell? He doesn't have it. Oh, he's not even a real swordsman for real. But freaking Sonomy has it, and then if you see Tanjiro has it. He's funny. He's not even. Tanjiro has it as well. If I can find it. That's so crazy, bro. Look. Giyu. No. That's Tanjiro, actually. Tanjiro has it. You can see it right there. That's so crazy, bro. Bro, I'm getting off track. To be honest, I'm just extending the yap. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah, you see Giyu has it as well. That's kind of crazy that he has that. Is that actual decor? But yeah, chat. Yeah, this is a very short yap. Gonna go play Fortnite while I make this thumbnail and upload the video. Alright, I'll catch y'all in the next one.